Good evening, everybody. It's a beautiful Saturday night in November. Well, I've got the JMS Allegro in front of you, and you know what we're going to talk about? A rainy day bike. This is absolutely the perfect bike for a rainy day. It's geared well enough to slug through rain or mud. It has full fenders on it, or mud guards like the English say. It's an aluminum frame with an aluminum fork, so it's not going to rust. A lot of alloy parts on it. The only steel parts on this bike, I believe, are the chain rings, and the pedals have a little steel on them. Oh, and braces for the mud guards. But other than that, this bike is ready for the rain. I even put some Dirt Series Camelback water bottles on them. Basically, they have the caps on them to keep the mud and the grit off the nozzle of the body, or off the nozzle. It's a flat bar bike, but it's a very wide bar on it. It's got a headlight and a tail light. It's got a small cat-eye computer, which really is unnecessary on a rain bike because we're not really tracking miles. But the only reason this one's on this particular bike is because I have no bikes that'll match that white and red color scheme. So it ended up on this bike. All my other bikes all have black computers on them. And black is honestly the way to go because it'll match anything. So guys, tell me about your rain bike. Tell me about your winter bike. Tell me about your bike that you could take out and not worry too much. You know, with full mud guards, it's going to really protect the bike well. It is a lot easier to clean and keep yourself a lot drier, especially your rear end. And that's really important. The only thing this bike still needs is a saddle. You know, this saddle is one of those state saddles that came off my 4130. And my 4130 took the saddle off the Allegro. This is a Physique. And I just wanted a super comfortable, fast, quick saddle. You know, it's a power saddle, so it's a little shorter in length, but super comfortable. And since I wasn't riding the Allegro all summer, and for other reasons, you know, I've been sick, I just put this saddle on. I started riding the State a lot, and I'm just enjoying it. But the State, I would make it my winter bike, but it's a full chromoly frame. So that tends to rust a little bit quicker. And the minute you get a nick in the frame, it starts rusting really quick. So I decided against that. I'm obviously not going to use my GT in the rain. This has little 700 by 23 millimeter tires on it. And I won't replace them because they're Victoria Pros. And they're just so light and so quick, you know. And it's an old school bike, so I'm going to leave it that way. My Bianchi is also an aluminum bike with carbon fork. And that bike would also be a good rain bike, but there's no mud guards on it. And my Cannondale in the background there would also be a good candidate, but again, no mud guards. And even the Marin would be a nice bike. But, you know, this does have all the attachments for mud guards. So I was thinking about that, but I think I'm going to use this bike because this is the one bike I don't mind beating up. I don't mind getting dirty. And, you know, if you have a mishap, you have a mishap. You know, it's just one of those bikes that doesn't have to be pristine, even though it looks pristine. This paint is still immaculate. But we'll see after the winter how it looks. But you know me, I keep my bike super clean, super refreshed and ready to go all the time. So this will be the bike. I'm getting some WTBs for the Marin, some Fatsos 700 by 40, and I might put the 700 by 32s on this bike. But these Victoria Randonneur tires, even though they've got some age on them, still have perfect tread. But the sidewalls eventually are going to go out. And I'm almost positive these are the original tires on this bike. So they're probably due for a new set of tires on these wheels. So we'll see what we're going to do. Anyways, guys, tell me about your winter bike, your rain bike. Tell me what you're doing. Yeah, I sometimes get bored on a flat bar, but we'll see how it goes. You know, it's a nice wide bar. I might do some extensions, you know, maybe bar ends, or even those new extensions everybody's putting in the center. I might even do that. But again, you know, you'd be riding in elements that you really want to have full control of the bike. So we'll see. I do enjoy riding a misty ride, light rain, but heavy rain, no way. It's a little too dangerous, especially when the oil in the streets start rising. If you're riding a mixed terrain ride like in dirt or mud, yeah, you could do some crazy stuff. But out on the streets where there's abundance of cars, you have to be careful. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope you subscribe, and I'll talk to you all soon.